So I spend most of my time playing music in here by myself. I've played a lot of music with a lot of people over the years, and even in my 3 years of being in Nashville, I spent the first 2 years playing a lot with other people. But here in the last year, I've spent the least amount playing. And that's for a few reasons. I burnt myself out coming in and playing in 3 bands at once. I needed to refocus, reshift my mindset. And so it didn't make sense to be in 3 bands or, multiple and be playing constantly. But what ended up happening is that I stopped playing with people altogether, and frankly, I miss it. And I know how valuable it can be to play with other people. And so I had an idea. What if I invite a friend over and I introduce them to a song that I've already written and see what happens when I play it with someone else? And I want to know, is it going to impact, how I write the song, and what's it going to do, and what's the outcome going to be? Because every time I play with someone, it always grows the idea. If I'm playing a song by myself, all of my ideas are already in me, and I have to work really hard to go find new ideas or fresh ideas or inspiration. And so if someone else comes in, I'm already going to be further than I would have before. So I'm going to invite my buddy Jake over. Jake is an awesome friend, drummer, and producer. And I've got a feeling that based on what his strengths are, he's going to push my boundaries for writing songs. He's going to push me for where it goes. Now, this song is already written. I've made a video with it. It's queued up. It's about to be published. The idea is, if I show Jake my song, what kind of impact will it have by showing him something he doesn't know is an already finished product and seeing how he helps change it. Now, he knows I want him to change it. I told him this when I called him. I want him to have full reign, but we don't know where it's going to go. And so he's going to come over and we're going to write a song, and I'm going to test my theory that it's better to play with people because of what it does organically in real time than when you spend all of your time playing alone. So Jake's going to be over shortly. I'm going to finish setting up, and he and I are going to play some music, and I'm going to see what comes from this video. Let's see what comes from this song, and let's see what comes from playing with more people. So let's get to it. Okay, so what's funny is the idea that we're looking at is you should play music with other people, because when you do, fresh happens, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as you come in and sit down, we start moving stuff. We start changing things immediately. The mics are now different, the drums are tuned different. You got ideas on how to produce. You know what I mean? You just immediately, oh shit, we're trying something different.
Yeah.
And so that was really fun because it proved the point. Unfortunately, I wasn't rolling. We're just trying shit.
Yeah.
Just to try shit, see what works. Which proves the point why you should play with other people. Because I definitely don't experiment as much alone. Okay, so here's what I've got. I wrote a song for another video that hasn't been released yet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the riff. You have complete freedom to write whatever you want. I'm going to keep the general outline, but I'm not going to stick to it. If you have an idea that takes us way left, let's go. Let's just chase the idea. So I'll give you the idea of what it is, and we can play with it.
Okay.
And so we're going to record everything, full audio, and just go. How does that sound?
Sounds good, man.
How's the volume?
Good.
You want some?
I think I've got the structure.
Let's try to the second pass.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it becomes.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It becomes 6 instead of 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. I loved it.
I'm just kind of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about
Yeah,
it.
it's fun.
I'm enjoying it.
Fun to jam.
It's fun to jam.
Maybe? I don't know.
I would keep that. This is what I did
alone. Sorry.
That was loud.
I'm sorry.
That was loud.
Everyone check your pants. Let's go again. I'm sorry.
How many guitars does a guitar player?
Trash cans.
I love it.
Um,
That's cool. You got some cool fills in there.
thanks.
So Jake came over and jumped right in. One of the first questions he asked me as I was like setting up to film was, do you want me to be drummer Jake or producer Jake? And I mentioned in the beginning of this, Jake's a drummer and a producer, and that's how he makes his living, and he's fantastic at what he does. And when I was calling Jake, I'm imagining drummer Jake, not producer Jake. And so when he says that, I got so excited because I knew you're gonna see things and you're gonna approach this very differently based on what like leeway and reign I give you. And so I said, dude, be a producer. Come in, have fun, do whatever you want. If you see something, you know, if you see a hole, fill it. If you see an idea that we could try, chase it. Let's pursue whatever we want to do. And don't like limit yourself because I'm filming and recording. Instead, if there's a good idea, let's chase it down. Let's make sure that we have fun and do this the same way that we would if you and I were writing a totally fresh song together. I'm gonna give you the idea, and I'm gonna try really hard to not steer the ship and say this is the only thing that we can do, but I'm just gonna give you the song. And so he did that, and it was so crazy how just immediately he was jumping in and we were, you know, trying things like, hey, have you thought about the mic placements on your drums here? And hey, have you considered, you know, doing this on, you know, your DAW? And hey, have you? And I loved that because it immediately started challenging what I was doing. And so I told myself going into it, I'm going to say yes to everything. So hey, do you want to change your overhead mics on your drums? Yeah, let's do it. Hey, have you thought maybe the tuning on your drum kit could be a little, you know, tighter? Sure, let's great, let's do it. Great, it's great, let's do it. Hey, maybe make your amp a little wetter and the other one a little drier. Totally, I can see that. And so it just got into this place where the rhythm became yes. And, you know, when you say yes and start changing things, then you have to adapt and now respond to whatever the change is. And so straight out of the gate, my point, my idea, my hypothesis is proving itself that playing with other people is more fun and, you know, and better for you and me than if we were to play alone. I mean, immediately. And we're talking about microphones and exchanging ideas. And so, you know, when it came to, I had a moment where there was something, I don't know what happened, but my DAW was freaking out. There was some inconsistencies. I was recording shit. I was so frustrated because, you know, that's what happens when you bring people over and record. Your system freaks out. I don't know why that is. But it happens to everybody. If you're a producer, you know what I'm talking about. Fuck, if you've ever recorded anybody at your house, you know what I'm talking about. Like, something is going to go down, even though it just worked an hour before when you tested it before they got there. Sure enough, it goes down, and I'm, you know, trying stuff, and again, so he's got ideas, he's throwing things at me, he's helping me kind of troubleshoot and work through it, and so it was just fun, just off rip, getting into, you know, trying new things and thinking about things in a different way. He's such a good drummer, he's such a natural drummer, that he took right to the riff, he took right to the song itself and knew like what made sense and why it fit and how it worked, and I loved it, man. I loved so much what he did with it. I thought it was great that, you know, he hit the accents where he hit them, how he approached the fills, the questions he asked as the song moved along, the way he kind of probed it. I thought it was great, and I just had so much more fun. I think that was the big takeaway, was not only did it kind of stretch the song and grow it, which is what I expected and hoped, but ultimately I had so much more fun playing with him than sitting here alone doing this thing that I'm always doing alone. And so having created it with him in real time was way more satisfactory than having made a cool song. And that's what I wanted. That was, you know, kind of the hope. And so it was really encouraging. And for him, he even mentioned while we were playing, he was like, man, it's just fun to jam. Because he produces, and so in a really similar vein, he's like making music with people that he's not jamming with and just writing and just playing, basic producing records and songs. And so, you know, he's guiding the ship more than he's, you know, like out playing in the water. And so I respect where he's coming from. I understand his frustration, and I share in his excitement and joy to get to do that. So this was fun. I hope that you're gonna go play with people. I hope that you'll make an effort. And if you don't have friends, then get on your local Facebook group and find friends that you could jam with, because it's just worth it. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited by it. That's it. There's no big, like, you know, go buy this thing here. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll go play some music with some people in real life, because it's worth it. It's fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, do the stuff, like, subscribe, whatever. I appreciate your time here, and I enjoyed making a video with someone else and writing some music for you with someone else. As always, until next time, stay tuned.